So, blood is in the streets. Bitcoin found a new low yesterday, again at around 15K. And Solana is bleeding the fuck out. FTT is basically dead right now. Crypto is insane. These are crazy times, guys. So in this video, I would like to discuss, is the bottom maybe in now? What does this mean for Solana? What is my strategy right now? Who am I to tell you this? No one. I'm just giving you my insights, right? This is not the first bear market I witnessed. Bought my first Bitcoin at $400, and back then it was also down. At the end of the day, we'll be all right? I mean, if you bought Bitcoin for $400 and hold it, I didn't, but then you would be off pretty fine. Now, this is quite funny. Let me show you a couple of things. So, welcome to the Fomo Factory. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm here every single day. Bear market, bull market, doesn't matter. If you're here, you are going to make it. Lately, I'm seeing a lot more messages from people. Is crypto dead? Is it all a scam? Is it just too late now? Should we just go out? These are the messages that I was waiting for, because these are, apart from all the on-chain data and all the charts, that's the best bottom indicator. Not saying that that's now exactly the bottom, but when people start to ask publicly, hey, is Bitcoin maybe kind of dead? Then it's a good time to accumulate, because these questions were asked in every bear market. This one is not different. Yeah, the things that happen right now are different than back then, right? But then again, it will be okay. So let's take a look at it. And sorry, I can't talk very loud. My kid and my wife are sleeping downstairs. But I would like to take a look at the crypto market right now. So this is Bitcoin on the daily chart. And I have to adjust the line a little bit, draw this on my phone. So yeah, here we go. All right. So this is Bitcoin on the daily chart, right? And what you'll notice is this, right? So I talked about this a lot, right? We got rejected here. This was the top of Bitcoin, the all-time high. We got a rejection right here in March, sorry. We got a rejection almost here in September, and we finally broke this structure in October. So that was bullish, right? And I was also saying, this doesn't mean that crypto will go all the way up again, or that the bear market has ended. But we have an extra line of support right now instead of resistance. And that's exactly what you see right here. Because we came down and look where we bounced. Almost, well, maybe even perfectly. It depends on how you exactly draw that line. But we got support on that level. And the low for Bitcoin as of right now is 15,000 on this exchange, Bitfinex, $15,588. Right, 2K lower than our famous 17K. That was our previous, this was our first bottom. So Bitcoin is now down 12%. Down 12%. It went down 12% lower than our initial bottom in June. All right, so we got a new low. People are panicking right now. This is what I like. I don't like that a lot of people got wrecked. That's not exactly not what I like, but let me pull up something. Sorry, my screen's there. But people are panicking right now. And that's kind of a good thing, because that when people panic, and I'm searching it up in the meantime, that when people are panicking, that's usually a very good bottom indicator. So I don't have it here. Okay, let me pull up the Wall Street cheat sheet for you guys. Because now it starts to look a little like, here we go. It starts to look a little like things are finally getting more exciting for us, right? I don't know why this is drawn like these lines, but forget about all that. I don't know where you think that we are, but in my opinion, we are definitely not at euphoria, right? We're not here as well. We're not at anxiety. We're not at denial. We're way past that phase. Panic phase, yeah, people are panicking. But I think that, when we look at this right here, let me pull up the charts for you guys. Sorry, it's so early in here. Here go. All right, look at this chart and tell me that we are at panic. All right, so I hope you can see it. I tried to make my screen a little bigger lately as well. Went down a lot, right? And we went sideways for a long time. Here we go down a lot. We went sideways for a long time. And then, bam, crash. That could mean something like this, right? Although we had a way faster crash. But after a long phase, and this doesn't look long, but it's usually a long phase. After a long phase of sideways, we go down quite a lot. So it maybe looks like we're basically here, right? So yeah, what this could mean is that we will go sideways for quite a while right now. And somewhere that's good, somewhere that's not good. It depends on you, of course. Like, do you want the market to go up right now? If the answer is yes, it means you have enough money sitting in crypto, right? Because if you have, you want it to go up. If the answer is no, basically means like, okay, cool, no rush. I have time. Give me time to dollar cost average into crypto, because eventually it will go up again, right? Then it's okay. All right. But for now, like, is the bottom in? Like, that's the question on everybody's mind, right? Well, I draw these lines lately, and we had a little fake out underneath, but it's not a very big difference. Like, this is what, let me draw the line at where we ended up, right? So this is where we ended up, and this is where we got very strong. Well, very strong. This is where we got a bounce. Let me put it like that. Like, it makes sense, right? This level right here. This is a strong level. We had a lot of resistance here and we had support here. So this was what I was saying in one of my last videos as well. This is a big level. And if we go back to 2018, you'll notice that there's some stuff going on right there as well, right? We had some resistance. We had mainly some support right here. We had a little more resistance. Not a lot, but still, it is a big level. Is this being called a black swan event? Well, it went down very fast in a very short time. Like, it went down 26%, like Bitcoin went down 26% in, what was it, like a few days. Well, you can kind of call that a black swan event, right? FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, they really messed up right here. This is not good, right? But at the end of the day, it will be okay. It will be okay. Not for the people maybe that had their funds right there. I hope you were safe and didn't had any. But for the crypto market in general, it will be okay. So was this the bottom? Was this not the bottom? Well, I don't know, man. I think it's too soon to say whether this is the bottom or not. Like, a lot of people are now saying, like, I see it over, like, at any place. Like, a lot of people saying, like, okay, this was it. 15K makes sense, right? And a lot of people still hold on to that 10K, right? We don't know yet. I don't know. I thought this was the bottom first as well, and it wasn't. So I was wrong about that. But nobody expected this crash to happen because of the reason it happened, right? If you were a bear and you felt like, yeah, we're going to 10K or 15K in this case, like, yeah, you were right, but probably not for the good reason, right? Everybody was thinking about, oh, macro. Well, nobody expected this to happen. Nobody. Nobody talked about this, right? The first one I saw talk about this was BitBoy a couple of weeks ago. You've seen that clip probably. So yeah, if this was the bottom, if this wasn't the bottom, I don't know. All I know is I am now mostly dollar costing into Bitcoin and into Ethereum. And for the rest, I'm being a little cautious right now because altcoins look very juicy. And they, of course, they had a bounce lately, like this night, because it all went down so fast. Of course, it has a little bounce, right? So some altcoins are already up 20% again. So yeah, if you caught that bottom, okay, great. But, you know, I don't know, man. I feel like it's pretty fine to $2 cost into Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, because a lot of people might say like, yeah, but it could go lower and you trying to catch a falling knife. Yeah, but on the other hand, if you don't, you're trying to catch the bottom, and that just doesn't work. It's like, because nobody knows where the bottom is, right? So that's the other side. So let's move on to let's wait for this to see what happens. I think the market now is very volatile. Everybody is very sensitive. I wouldn't do too much right now, but if you feel like, man, I'm dollar costing in Bitcoin anyway, yeah, then why are you not doing that right now, right? It's the perfect time. The weekly stochastic RSI crossed and is likely on its way down. So that's what I do like to see, though. So that's a good thing. And for the people always looking at these charts and wondering what this red line is, this red line is when I expect the market to go up. Very simple. That's May 23. Why do I expect that? It's a year before the halving. And every time a year before the halving, the market starts to go up. Basically that. So, this time is different. Yeah, but these are the statistics. And the odds are so far in the benefit that this is the period, like around the period that it will recover, right? So that's my expectation. So although this bear market could take a long while, I expect, like, whatever the fuck happens here, I expect the market to cool off and slowly grind back up from here. That's basically my expectation. So that's made that's like, well, half a year. Yeah, I am preparing for the fact that the coming half a year, so quarter one, quarter two in 2023 is the perfect time to dollar cost and accumulate. That's basically my theory. This year, I feel like I'm taking it a little slow. A lot of things are happening right now. I don't want to, rush into things because, yeah, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Like, I was here in this bull market and this bear market. I witnessed it in 2013, but I wasn't really active there. But I learned way most in this bull and bear market. And I made my mistakes right here. And what I mainly learned here is that on the way down, in theory, you already know, but in when it comes to doing it, it's always like different. But what I really learned is that, every time you think like, okay, this is the dip, let's buy that dip. And yeah, it's short-term dips, but at the end of the day, we're still going down, right? And in the bear market, you just don't want to fuck with altcoins as well. So what you should have done is basically sit in cash the entire time. But yeah, who knows exactly, right? If it's always like, it's after the fact that you can say that kind of stuff. But that's my lesson, and that's what I'm definitely taking into the next cycle. Because if you sold here, but even if you sold here or here or here, and you would have saved yourself so much money. And yeah, I don't know where the right time is to buy. I think we should definitely wait for the Fed to pivot, like the macro is a big play in this whole thing. So be a little cautious. But speaking about altcoins, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be totally out of the market, right? So you want to have a position in altcoins. And I have a too big position in altcoins right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So, but yeah, to sell it right now, that's just stupid, right? Like, what if it goes up? Like, chance, like we are pretty far down from all-time highs, right? Especially with altcoins. So I'm also definitely not selling anything right now, right? So what am I doing with altcoins right now? Well, let's take a real quick look at Solana, because Solana was really bleeding right now. And yeah, that's also because of the FTX stuff that's going on, man. They hold a lot of Solana and they have to pay their debts in Solana. And that's the reason why Solana comes down. And look here. I put a Fibonacci tool over this, and you can see a little bit where the levels are. So from the low right here, right, to the top right there, you can see the most important levels, right? And it's so funny that I said before, the 1.618 is a big level to watch out for with all these kind of things. And what happened exactly at the 1.618, Solana bounced right there and went back up. I had my long ready, but it happened. I didn't set a limit order, also stupid. I wanted to do it manually, right? Well, don't do that. Set your limit orders if you're kind of convinced about something like that, because we got a perfect bounce right there. And also just a big level right here, right? So was this the low for Solana? I don't know. I see a lot of people talking on Twitter about Solana going to $1. Yeah, in my opinion, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Sorry, that's not gonna happen. Solana is not going to go to $1. Why? Well, you know, Solana is unfortunately being forced to be sold right now, right? And there are some token unlocks still coming. So yeah, that's a bad thing, of course. But the fundamentals of Solana haven't changed. There's nothing different about Solana than what it was before this crash, right? Solana is still a very fast, good working, cheap chain. So in my opinion, and don't take this as financial advice, because what I might say right now might be completely false. But in my opinion, Solana provides us with a fucking great buying opportunity. And if it will be right now, will it be when it goes a little lower than this? I don't know. I don't know. I think, but I might be totally wrong about that, but I think that $12 might, you know, was a very decent level to buy. I mean, it's now already at $15, so yeah, of course. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not aping into Solana right now. I want to wait till all this cools off, right? Because I was also buying Solana at $33. So when everything clears up and Solana goes back to around, I don't know, 20, it's still a good level for me to buy, right? Because if I bought here, well, why won't I buy here? Because like I said, the fundamentals haven't changed. Nothing is different. Let's take a real quick look at the total tree. I haven't seen this yet before I started doing this video. So this is the total tree. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So perfect. This line I drawn right here, almost pretty much perfect bounce from this level. So, you know, this level right here, this yellow line, this is altcoin market cap without, well, this is every altcoin except Ethereum. But this is, yeah, it's still holding. And like I said, as long as this holds, we're good. If, look, like we had a major crash and my portfolio went down a lot as well. But as long as this level holds, I feel like, okay, I'm not really aping into altcoins right now. If this level breaks and we close below this, yeah, then I'm starting to get a little concerned for altcoins. But that's such a great buying opportunity. Tomorrow, I think I will drop a video on what altcoins I'm going to buy. Because I'm working still. I have my game plan, but I'm still working on my game plan to make it as perfect as possible. Because this is giving us an opportunity, guys. Like, man, if 15K was the bottom, even if we go to 10K, man, even if we go to 5K, I will buy every fucking dip right there. Like, not every dip, but I will be there, right? Like, I'm not going away, and I won't ask these questions like, oh yeah, maybe is crypto dead? Crypto has been declared dead 450 times in the media already. I don't think this one time it will actually be that. No, it's not. That's not the case, right? But the total market, yeah, that came down quite a lot as well. And also, it's basically like, we all know the June low, right? And what's quite funny though is that in the June low, we were here, right? So we were basically at the same level. We're now already higher, but Bitcoin is lower right now. Although the total crypto market is holding up even better, right? So what does that mean? People are in altcoins. People are in altcoins, right? Could also mean that they are in dollars, though, because this is also including USDC, BUSD, USDT, and all that. So it could be that people are waiting with gunpowder. And if we look at this, like, this is quite funny. This is quite funny because this is the USDT dominance, right? So this is not the general stablecoin market cap, but just USDT. But that's a big market cap, right? Look how many people are in USDT. So I find this quite interesting. People are not like, yeah, they bought the bottom, as you can see right here. It was kind of high, and that was exactly when Bitcoin was that low. Of course, that got bought up, but not big time. Not big time. So people, you know, is this the mass? Are these masses of retail, or are these whales? I don't know. But these people are waiting with their USDT because they do plan on buying, right? Otherwise, they won't have the money in it. They are planning on buying it. because they haven't cashed it out to their bank account or anything. Like, okay, we give up. No, they're waiting on the sideline. We had a nice double top though. But they're waiting on the sideline to deploy, right? And if these are whales, then I expect. But I have to take a look at that. I have to take a look at some on-chain data. Maybe there's something to find about that. Because I think that if these are whales, then these whales are waiting to buy these very low dips. And this is the smart money, right? So you want to follow that. So if that's the case, wait together with them. Wait together with these guys, right? Don't be their exit liquidity. But I think that if this is just a bunch of retail, then it also might be like all the guys, like the 50% basically on Twitter and on YouTube saying that 10K is the bottom, could also be that if that wasn't the bottom and the market finally starts to, really recover, then you'll see this money, all this money here, and this is a lot, FOMOing in. And then the market shoots up big time. Guys, remember, as hard as the market came down, as hard as the market can go up again, right? And not with the current news maybe, but, maybe if the Fed gives us some positive news and anything in a couple of months, maybe half a year, I don't know. Right, there always will be some good news, like from any angle. Yeah, it's not unlikely that the market really goes up and surprises delayed shorters as they surprise delayed longers right now. So, yeah. Okay, so cool. Yeah, I'll save my next... tomorrow's video will be way more interesting, because then I will tell about, like, what am I buying and what am I doing with that? How... I want to prepare. I want to, even if I'm in crypto, how can I be safe and get a passive income and make money all the time and don't really worry about this, and how to get the most out of this? How to prepare for if the market goes down way more, but also how to prepare for if the market, if this was the bottom, if it starts to recover, right? We don't know. We want to know how to handle both scenarios. So that's it for now. If you have subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. Like the video, please push it into YouTube's algorithm. I feel like more people need to see this, man. It's like everybody gave up on crypto. No, we have to get in their YouTube feed. We have to let them know that crypto is not dead. So please do that with me. Smash that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Trade safe.